Hey guys, Dev's back here with another speedrun attempt in the TBC beta. So today we're doing run parts. So I'm just going to do some commentary as we go. So starting off, this first pack we want to do with a bubble pull. So collecting the first 3 packs plus the 2 guards there and then the 2 guards at the bottom of the steps. Getting that first consecrate down. Shadow Fury going out from the Warlock there, which is an awesome stun. And you'll see me transition off here, let the mages finish that up. So this comp is 2 mage, 1 warlock, a holy priest, and myself. We did probably 3 maybe runs before this, maybe 4. So we'd started to learn to play together a little bit better. This is just a complete pickup group. So second pull here we bot with the group far enough out of range that they don't risk pulling thread off me. So we want to line aside all this back. So another big AoE. Stone forming the poisons off there. A little bit of damage on the imps. The stuns, the kidneys, there's a lot of stuns that go out in this dungeon. So you'll see me a lot of the time just trying to stay out of melee range when we're doing these bigger pulls. So obviously this is going to be affected by like the AoE cap a little bit. Might slow us down a tad, but I still think it will be more than possible to kind of run this group when servers go live. I'm not sure if I'll have access to these players. Like this group is so geared. There's 2 Atieshes, and the players themselves were gamers. Like it was just really enjoyable to do dungeons with this group. So while we clean this back up here, just want to touch quickly on my Twitch. I'll put a link to my Twitch in the description. Going to be streaming heaps more beta. If anyone wants to come and check it out, hang out, ask any questions. If you want anything tested, I'll see what I can do. But yeah, we're going to run a lot more dungeons, start putting together some guides for new paladins. All that kind of good stuff. So gathering these 2 packs here up plus the patrol warlock. Another Shadow Fury. Just trusting the range to do the damage, so the healer doesn't need to heal me too much and keep their mana high. So normally this pull here, I go for the pack that you can see straight in front, the one to the left, plus that roaming patrol. Now I think I moved too early here. Yeah, so I got knocked back on the Avenger's Shield and then I moved and cancelled it. So this is a smaller pull than what I was actually intending for, which means we just have to compensate in the next pull. So we get these 4 out of the way. Now, the key mechanic here, you can see it on the screen there on the right hand side, between the Warlock and the Technician, is that mine. So they hit for 1670 damage or something. And it's a very large AoE, much bigger than it actually looks, as you'll see like in a second. When I might go down due to one of the mines exploding that I didn't expect to go off. So in a previous run I did manage to lock the healer out of the room and the mage is drinking outside. So trying to get the mage to wake up and come in. Obviously we're not in Discord or anything, so just gotta shout at them in party chat. So we can do these 3 packs plus the boss. So I tagged the boss there with exorcism. These are demons, so putting that exorcism to work is real nifty. I'm just getting wisdom up on the boss there for a little bit more mana regen. Taking as many targets as I can with cons. And the boss is already about, what, 50%, 40% by the time the ads die. So dragging the boss a little bit where I can. Make sure I don't outrange the healer. Get a nifty upgrade. Pretty happy with that one. some water and throw my upgrade on. Heals you when you judge a judgment. So I'm not using Judgment of the Crusader, so get rid of that book. This is definitely something I'm going to be hunting for as well in the when servers do go live. I want to get the Spell Power Ring from Ramps, and I need to get that book from here. I'm going to make a list of things I need, make a little bit of a guide, and I'll get that out at some point. So big pull here, using Bubble to immune, bringing everything in, bringing it back. So now I would kind of suggest not AoEing these in the corridor. Probably be best to bring them back and line of sight them to where I'm standing now. As you'll see, we clog the corridor up with bombs, which costs us a lot of time in the end, including deaths. So I'm looking for a new health stone from the Warlock here. But he's used his health stone, so he doesn't have one available. You can see all the bombs that are clogging up the corridor. We have to pop those before we can get past. So I'm trying to call them. So I call floor, because we did have the mage walk into them in a previous run. So I'm just trying to pop them now and getting healed up between. Now I look at these, I'm like, yep, I can fit through there. No, game says otherwise. They have a huge radius. So I go down as the Warlock gets into combat with the Rogue. There's a Rogue at either end of this corridor. They come out and they kidney. So yeah, just a beautiful fear there from the Warlock. Saves him going down. The party members giggle at me and have a bit of a go at this point, because I had called out the mage for not watching the floor. I think he says like we all make mistakes or something. Yeah, pretty funny. I really like these guys are just great to play with. Real. They didn't. We wiped a bunch and like nobody got mad. We just said it's better to wipe on the beta than it is to wipe when the servers actually go live. So it was a good time. Alright, so this pool here we've got these two plus the technicians. Then there's an orc that is in the machine. Yeah. And then there should be one rogue at the end. There he is. So yeah, just these chain stuns, unable to move. So savage. So silencers also go out in this dungeon as well, and I found with the druid healer, like we really struggled with that. It's not so bad with me and the priest, because I can dispel him. If we're in a spicy spot, he can dispel me. So this is a triple pull. Pulling it back. Knockups. Silence. The spell goes out, straight into consecrate. So the summoners here, they do summon like succubuses, which try and PvP you and put you to sleep. So if you can focus them down at all, highly recommended, or just don't let them summon in the first place. So there's a bunch of mines. The mage just autopilots through them and pops them all. So it costs us another 30 seconds probably there. 30 seconds for my death plus 30 seconds for this death. Gotta get him up, get him buffed. Needs health and mana. Just re-salving him there. Salve seems to be the way to go still in dungeons. It actually just allows you to like spend less mana too. It just reduces downtime. You like, even with the talent changes, like you still will have downtime. Cool, checking everyone's in the group. So grabbing both packs and then pulling the lever to start the boss gauntlet. I noticed then as well, Consecrate did like a double animation. I didn't see that when I was actually running it. So nice big pull. And these packs, they just keep coming. So as soon as you finish one pack, the next pack is on top of you. Like, I could have easily taunted those off the healer, but again, I've been playing Paladin for that long, I forget I have a taunt. I still think on the beta I've only probably taunted about 5 times at this point. Just been so long without it. So what I do there is I throw the shield and it hits 3 targets. So I look at which target it doesn't hit and just hit it with a little judgment to get some threat. Again, like a lot of these pulls, it's just about managing your mana. Especially when we're doing pack after pack after pack like this. If you're just doing this in a more like traditional method where you get to drink before each pull, like you can just max rank constantly the entire time, and you're really not going to have any real threat problems. So no mana pot. I think as well what I will do on live before TBC launches is just go farm a couple stacks of runes to bring with me as well. For these moments like right now when I don't have a mana pot, I am completely tapped for mana. There's just not a lot you can do, but yeah, those tier 3 mages, just popping cooldowns and melting them down so fast. You're getting a fresh health stone. I realized as well, I haven't had Righteous Fury on for a while at this point. So it's kind of a running theme with my tanking, always forgetting Righteous Fury at some point. So into mana pot here to save drinking. The Avenger's Shield, Exorcism on the demon here, bring him in. The Rogue pops up, so I bought myself so he can't stun me. While I was doing that, the mage is going to pull that other pack and ice blocked all those imps in. And now we've got everything stacked up really nicely for big AoE. So I tried to do a Holy Wrath there, but that wasn't happening with Curse of Tongues that goes out. So I just grabbed the other Felguard back in. Just let the AoE down. That's something you don't see in retail. Can someone in Stormwind help me dupe stuff? You can just copy over a character and trade off the items and then do it again on the PTR. Just copy a new copy of it and basically get unlimited gold on items, whatever you need. There's also vendors in Stormwind that they sell all the consumables and stuff, so that's handy for testing. Obviously here we're using Earthen Elixir, which reduces damage taken by 20 from all sources. So you're probably not going to have them at launch, but the best potion for Prot Paladin right now for threat is still the Greater Arcane Elixir. There is a TBC version of it which can spell crit, but for these big AoE pulls where const is the main source of your damage, that really doesn't matter. Also cleaning up that pack though, we've got 1 pull left to go and then the final boss. So we did have problems with mages dying here on this pull. This is a pretty yikes pull. So they decided that they were going to do some gear swaps, take off some hit gear and put on some high stam pieces. Cause these guards, they love to do like a charge type ability. But I will cover all that in more depth in my actual Blood Furnace guide that'll be coming out shortly. So if you're not subbed, I suggest you do so. If you're interested in seeing everything I can show you from TBC tanking. So clicking off bubble, yeah, you see all the guards charging around. We do what we can to control them, keep them slowed and stunned as much as possible. Yeah, this healer was such a god. Actually ridiculous how good he was. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in. My shield's on cooldowns, so I have the body pull. Get rid of that corruption. Switching to Shadow Res or so that that magic debuff I just dispelled off me then. It increases your shadow damage taken by like 1,000 or something. So very low on mana here, getting 1 const down. This is where like an extra darker rune would really come in handy. Not taking any damage, so not really getting healing to get mana back from the priest. But yep, there it is, 15 minutes and 5 seconds with 2 deaths, I believe. One from me, one from Penny. At this point, it was like 5 AM Australian time, so it was getting about time to go to sleep. But 14 minutes is definitely possible with no deaths, maybe even 13 if we optimize the run a little bit more. There you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the run, and I'll see you in the next one.